Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my video series on searching algorithms in artificial intelligence. In this video, we will discuss some more interesting questions that are often asked in AI exams related to adversarial search. The most common one is the coin clash problem. This game begins with a single row of n coins, each having some value. For example, here we can see that there are 4 coins, so n equals to 4, and the value of each coin is 3, 9, 1 and 2. It's a two-player game and the two players max and min takes alternate turns. On each turn, a player can pick either the leftmost or the rightmost coin from the row. The picked coin is removed from the row and its value is added to the total score of the player. The game continues until all the coins are taken. The utility at the leaf nodes is the difference in the scores of the maximum and the minimum. So the formula is max score minus the min score. So our task is to first build the game tree, assign the utility values, and then apply the Minimax algorithm to propagate these values to the root node. Finally, we'll apply alpha beta pruning to cut off some branches. So let's start with the initial configuration. Here is the max turn, and max can either choose 3 or 2. If it chooses the leftmost, that is 3, 9, 1 and 2 are left. And if it chooses the rightmost, that is 2, 3, 9 and 1 are left. Now it's the min's turn to choose. Min can either choose 9 or 2. If it chooses 9, 1 and 2 will be left. And if it chooses 2, 9 and 1 will be left. Similarly, if it chooses 3, 9 and 1 will be left. And if it chooses 1, 3 and 9 are left. Now it's max turns. It can choose between 1 and 2, 9 and 1 or 3 and 9. Now finally it is min's turn and has only one option to choose. And when it chooses the last coin, the game will terminate. So far we have constructed the complete game tree. But one thing is still missing. The scores of each player. As mentioned in the rules, if a player chooses a coin, its value is added to its total score. Now let's assign the player scores to each and every node. At the root node, player 1 and player 2 both has score of 0. In the next step, when player 1 chooses 3, its score becomes 3, and if it chooses 2, its scores become 2. And player 2 value is still 0 because its turn still has to come. In the next step, it's player 2 or min's turn. On leftmost side, if min chooses 9, its value is added to its score and it is 9. If it chooses 2, its value is 2. Similarly, on right hand side of the tree, if it chooses 3, the player 2 value is 3, and if it chooses 1, the player 2 value is 1. Now it's again max turn. On leftmost side, if it chooses 1, it is added to its previous total score, which was 3. So now the player 1 has a score of 4. Similarly, if it chooses 2, the total scores of player 1 becomes 5. Similarly, you can calculate the player scores for each node at this level. Finally, in the last level, when all coins are taken, we will calculate the utility value by subtracting the max scores and the min score. So at leftmost node, the max value or the player 1's value is 4 and min value is 11. So 4 minus 11 is negative 7. At the next leaf, we have players 1 value 5 and player 2 value 10, and the difference is minus 5. On the third leaf node, we have player 1 value 12 and player 2 value 3. The difference is 9. So we'll assign this value to this leaf node. Similarly, we will calculate the difference of the max and min score for all leaf nodes, and the remaining values would be negative 7, 7, negative 9, negative 5 and 7. So now we have this tree with the utility values at the leaf nodes. Let's apply MinMax algorithm on this tree. All the leaf nodes values will be passed on to their parent on the min level. The above level is max level. So between -7 and -5 will be passed on to the parent. Between 9 and -7, 9 will be passed on to the parent. And between 7 and -9, 7 will be selected for parent. And between -5 and 7, again 7 will be selected at the max level. The above level is min. Between -5 and 9, it will select -5, and on the second node both are 7, so 7 will be selected at the min level. Now the max value will be propagated to the root node, which is 7, so root node will have the value of 7 now. So in order to win, the max player must choose the rightmost coin. Now it's time to apply the alpha beta pruning on this tree. I would like you to give it a try. I am giving you a hint. Only one node will be pruned in the left subtree. In our previous examples, we discussed the classic two-player min-max game. When one player maximizes, the other one minimizes. But what happens when the game gets crowded? What if a third player pulls up a chair? When we move to three players, let's call them A, B, C, the zero-sum math breaks. We just can't have a min player anymore. Instead, we use a concept called max n. In a three-player game, we don't pass a single number up the tree. We pass a triplet. This vector represents the utility for all three players. At any given node, the player whose turn it is will choose the path that maximizes their specific value in the triplet. They don't care about the others. They only care about their own scope. Let's look at this tree. We have 4 levels. Player A starts at root, player B takes the middle, and player C is at the bottom. Let's work our way up from the leaves. At this level, it's player C's turn. C looks at the third number in the triplet, a 6 versus a 3. Since 6 is higher, C picks the left branch, the value 1, 2, 6. This value moves upward to the C level. Similarly, on the next node, 6, 1, 2 will be propagated because 2 is greater than 1. On the next node, 1, 5, 2 will be propagated to the level C because 2 is greater than 1. And finally, at rightmost, 5, 4, 5 will be propagated to level C as 5 is greater than 1. Now the ball is in player B's court. B only cares about the second number. At this level, B needs to choose between 1, 2, 6 and 6, 1, 2. Since 2 is greater than 1, B chooses the left path. Similarly, on the right hand side, B need to choose between 1, 5, 2 and 5, 4, 5. The value at left hand side is bigger, that is 5. So B will choose 1, 5, 2. Finally, we are back at the top with the player A. A looks at the first number. Here is a twist. Both paths give player A exactly 1 unit of utility. So it's a tie. In case of a tie, we usually follow the leftmost rule. So player A goes left and the game ends with a final outcome of 1, 2, 6. I hope you have understood how the min-max works in 3-player game. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any queries, write me in comments below. And subscribe the channel for more such videos on data science and AI. See you in the next video.